Good morning, my dedicated viewers, and welcome if this is your first time. Glad to have you back if you've been away for a while. I'm Mark, and this is Meyochi, your gateway to flexibility, range of movement, injury prevention for an active and healthy lifestyle. Today's routine is the ocean routine. So let's begin. Feel the stretch, not the pain. And good morning. I think we're going to have a great sunrise this morning. I'm excited about it. And so let's begin our stretching exercises. Our first one is going to be the side torso bend. And what we're going to do is we're just going to put our feet shoulder width apart, and we're just going to stretch down like this. All right? And again, feel the stretch, not the pain. If you have any pain in your vertebrae, bring it back up like this. No pain when you do this. And just stretch over to the side, move your hip this way, let this arm dangle, and stay straight. Breathe in, nice and relaxed. Okay, bring it straight up, and then back down this way. Got a lot of things going on today. Great sunrise, and as you've noticed, I have shaved the beard. The beard only stays on from January 1st to March 1st, the 2 deep winter months. And then it comes off. So for the rest of the summer, it's off. So I call this the official kickoff of spring. Bring it up, and now bring it back down like this. So I hope you like me without a beard. I'm sure some people like me with a beard and some without, but the beard is tradition since I was a kid surfing in North Carolina. In the winters up there, the beard was to keep my face warm out there in the ocean. But now that spring has sprung, the beard is no longer, because it gets all hot and sweaty. Oh, this feels good. You're stretching your side torsos here, your vertebrae. All right, bring it back up, and then one more time over. Hey, seagull. That seagull's very vocal this morning. What's up? What's up? Okay, bring it up. We're going to do that one more time. That feels good this morning. And then bring it back over. Okay, and up. And then one more time over this way. This is a good torso stretch. This feels really, really good. Don't forget to breathe in deep and breathe out. Nice and easy. All right, that will wake your vertebrae in your back and your torso up a little bit. The next one's going to be the knee circles. And what we're going to do is we're just going to bend over like this, try to keep your back as straight as you can, put your hands on your knees. This is a good range of motion for your knees and your ankles, and we're just going to go around like this and do knee circles. Kind of like the hula dance. The Tahitian hula dance like this. I lived in Hawaii as a kid, and I was probably about, I don't know, 6 or 7, and I had to dance with the Tahitian ladies and learn how to move my hips like this. But you're getting good range of movement in your knees and in your ankles. All right, and relax. Bring it up like this and stretch back. Oh, that feels good. All right, now we're gonna go the other way. Go the opposite direction. You're also moving the ligaments and joints in your ankles and in your knees. You get a little strength right here in your thighs. All right, and up again. Go back. All right, that feels so good. All right, and go back around this way. right, that feels good. All right. And stop. Stretch them back. Put your arms over like this and get some good stretching motion going, some movement. And one more time. Now let's go this way. I always get confused. Hopefully, I already did this way. I'm not sure. Got some good color out there this morning. There's a full moon right behind us that you can't see, but it's pretty cool as well. All right, and stop. All right, my next one's one of my favorites, the finger blaster. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna push keep your back straight, push your arms out as far as you can, and then spread your fingers like this and just blast. And what you're doing is you're stretching the back of your shoulders, your arms, and in between your fingers. What's up, Seagull? He is interested in me, wondering what the heck is going on. And then just finger blast. You can feel that power coming right out of your hands there. All right, and down. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna stick them out as far as you can. Your shoulders, push your hands out as far as you can, and finger blast. Take in those nice deep breaths as you do it. And relax. Bring it back out. We're gonna do it one more time. Finger blast. Oh, I love this one. You can just feel the power coming out of your hands. Feel it stretching in between your fingers. Just spread those fingers out as far as you can. Stretching in the back of your shoulder and the top of your back. Really, really good. And relax. All right. And the next one is going to be the tennis match. And the tennis match is just like what it says. You're sitting there watching a tennis match. You're going to stretch. You're going to put your chin and go to as far this way to your shoulder as you can. One more time. Feel the stretch, not the pain. These are your neck vertebrae, and they are very gentle and tender. Do not feel any pain whatsoever. If this is as far as you can go, it's as far as you can go. And then you're just going to stretch your neck muscles right here. Okay, face forward, and we're going to go the other way. Breathe in nice and deep. Okay, face forward. Let's go the other way. So I have a viewer who is a tennis player here on the island, and he does my stretching exercises before he plays tennis. So I'm giving him a shout out. Apparently, from what I heard from a neighbor, he won his tennis match, his tennis tournament, and he says it's because of all his Meyochi stretching before the tennis tournament that gave him an upper edge. And it's the first time he's ever won a tennis tournament. And he says it's because of my Meyochi. So there you go, a testament to stretching and being active. In order to be active, you gotta be flexible. That's how it works. That's why we're out here, so we can all stay active till our 70s, 80s, and 90s and beyond. And one more time over. This is good for computers as well. All that time on the computers and our iPads and iPhones, it's good for that as well. Okay, and relax. And the final one before we hit the floor is going to be the hug stretch. And that's just what we're going to do. We're going to just put our right hand over our left and grab your back blades and then give yourself a good hug. And then breathe in. Breathe in, nice and deep. Okay, relax. And now go left over right and give yourself a good hug this morning. And this is stretching your shoulders and your upper back and your elbows. And just breathe in nice and deep. This is a great one to breathe in deep with. Okay, and relax. And right over left. Do it again. Breathe in nice and deep. Listen to the seagulls in the ocean and the sun rising, and just relax. Okay, and one more, left over right. And relax. Breathe in nice and deep. This is a good one. The deeper you breathe in, the more you stretch. And relax. Okay, it is time to head to the floor. And you know what that means. Food of the week. And our food of the week is dates. Dates are high in vitamins and minerals, B6, magnesium, potassium, copper, and manganese. They are high in fiber, which aids in the digestion of food. Dates contain a plethora of antioxidants, which may reduce inflammation, prevent Alzheimer's disease, and is good for your eyes and heart. And finally, dates are good for your bone health, as they have high levels of magnesium, which is key for the absorption of calcium. Dates, I love dates. I put them in my homemade granola bars, which one day, I promise, I will give you the recipe. All right? So get you some dates today. Very, very good for you. All right? Okay, so our first one is the reverse arm stretch. And this is the one that's a little weird. We're going to put our fingers towards our knees, like this. And I know that feels strange, but we're going to stretch the inner parts of our arms here, our forearms, and up here in our biceps and our shoulders. And you're just going to reverse them like this, and then lean back. And you can feel it all stretching right here and in your wrist. And remember, it's good to stretch your wrist as well. Looks like we've got a cloud bank on the horizon, and the sun's taking its time to come up, but that's still a nice sunrise. And relax. I know that's a weird one, but it feels really good in here. I love this stretch. All right, one more time, fingers pointing to your knees, roll over, and then just bring it back down. Kind of sit on your heels, and you'll feel it. You'll feel it all in here. You're stretching your wrists, your fingers, your inner forearms. Breathe in while you're doing this. Listen to the ocean. And relax. Oh, that feels good. I need that. All my skateboarding, I've hurt my wrist over the years, so they're very stiff. All right, one more time, one last time. Bring them down, point, and then lean back. Got a little bit of waves out there too. It's not big, but they're nice, and the shape of them are very nice, so it's good for surfing. Tide's coming in very fast right now. With the full moon and the spring, we have really high tides and really low tides, so it's going to come rushing up here and pass us in about an hour or two, but we'll be done by then. All right, so next one is the classic cat arch, cow stretch. And what we're going to do is we're just going to stay on our knees like this, and then stretch your back up like this. And this is great for your vertebrae. And just like a Halloween cat, just stretch up and relax. Breathe in nice and deep. Okay, and now cow arch, which is push your stomach this way, lift your head up, and then have your back arched this way. Oh, that feels good. Again, feel the stretch, not the pain. Okay, cat arch. Arch your back up. Breathe in nice and deep. Okay, cow stretch. Opposite direction, stomach to the ground. Great stretching for your vertebrae. And one more time, we're going to do a quick one. Cat arch. Nice breaths. Cow stretch. Okay, and stop. All right. Now it's time to stand back up. This is where I like to talk about my goal of stretching with you for the next 20, 30, 40 years. So if you like what I'm doing, please help me spread the word. You can share all my videos by going to meyochi.com. Or you can go to my YouTube homepage by clicking on the Meyochi icon in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen down here. This Meyochi icon right here, and you can go to my homepage. If you're a frequent viewer, then hit the red subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Then you'll be notified when all my latest videos are posted, which is every other Saturday at 6 a.m. And finally, I would love to hear your comments, questions, and any feedback. And feel free to write them in the comments section below, down here. And if you're on your iPhone, I think you scroll all the way and you can get the comments at the bottom, okay? So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up like button. Thank you. And now let's get back to our stretching exercises. We're gonna need our chair for this one. Hey, the sun's up. The sun is up. All right. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the toe ankle stretch. And I'm gonna try to get out of the sun's way today. And what we're gonna do is we're just going to put this knee forward, put our foot down, our toes down like this, and twist your ankle to the side like that. That's a nice sunrise. So, we are a few days away from the spring equinox, which means that the sun is due east right there. All right, bring it back up, put this foot forward, back around, put your toes to the ground, and push your ankle out this way. This is stretching the top of your feet and your ankles. And back to the spring equinox, what that is if you've watched my videos at all, you've watched the sun travel. The winter solstice was way over there. The spring equinox is due east, and then the summer solstice will be way over there. So we are at the spring equinox right now, where the sun is due east of us. So welcome to spring. Winter's over. Okay, switch over, put your toe down, point that heel this way, and stretch the top of your feet. Spring is here, no beard. All right. So always be aware of that. Watch where the sun's setting. You can do this at your house too. Most of the times, nobody notices that the sun moves on the horizon. But start paying attention to that. And then one more time. Push this heel over like that. Okay. And the next one's going to be the inner thigh stretch. And what we're going to do is we're just going to have our feet out like this, spread apart, push this knee out, and then just go like this. And you can just kind of push that knee out, push your hip this way. And you can feel it inside your thigh right in here. This takes a little strength on your thigh muscle as well. So this might be sore if you're not used to using it. Okay, and up, and then over. Oh yeah, I could feel it on this one much more. A little stiffer on this side today. Just breathe in. Enjoy the sunrise. Okay, and up. One more time. Try to keep your back straight and stretch. Breathe in nice and deep. Okay, and up. Relax a second. I know you're getting tired on this one. I'm feeling it. And down. Oh yeah, I can feel that stretching. This is a good leg stretch right here. That tide is coming in quick too. Hopefully I can finish everything I need to do before the tide hits. It's going to be super high today and super low. All right, and relax. All right, let's get our chair again. We're doing some moving today. All right. This one is the genie stretch. It's just like what it says. Put your hands like I dream of Jeannie, right over left, and up in the air, and stretch. And again, feel the stretch, not the pain. If this is as far as you can go because you have a shoulder injury, then just go this far, but you'll get better over time. The more you do these, the more flexible you will be. Okay, and relax. Nice sunrise, okay. Left over right, back over our heads. And relax. Ooh, I can feel that. That's a good one, okay? Right over left, up in the air. We're stretching those upper backs and shoulders. You'll be able to hit that tennis racket, that tennis ball, a little harder today and more accurate. All aces. Breathe in. Oh, that feels good. And relax. And then one more time, left over right, and up in the air. Little strength exercises today, too. And relax. Okay, and our last one is the spine stretch. And again, this is one where we're going to stretch our vertebrae, So you want to be very careful not to feel any pain at all. And I am going to do it this way so I can enjoy the sunrise myself. And what we're going to do is we're just going to use our hands for support on your knees, and you're going to bring your spine down like this, and then your hands all the way down. And remember, feel the stretch, not the pain. If this is as far as you can go, this is as far as you can go. But over time, you'll get better and better. But just stretch all the way down. Breathe in deep. And just relax. Okay. Put your hands on your knees and push yourself back up. Use your arms to push yourself up. Don't use your back to lift yourself up. Use these for support. Now let's go down again. I love this stretch. Breathe in. Nice deep breaths. Okay. Hands on your knees. Push yourself up. Oh, I love it. Okay, and down. Hands on the knees, push it up. Enjoy this wonderful sunrise. That is a great sunrise this morning. That is great. I'm just taking in the energy. And one more time, we're gonna go down one more time. I am feeling the energy this morning. Oh, I'm feeling it. Great morning. Okay, hands on the knees. Well, I hope you're feeling the energy this morning. I am. This is a great, wonderful morning. Spring is here, and rebirth. Winter is over. So let's get out and start moving around a little bit more now that we can get ourselves out of the snow and all that cold. So we stretched everything, vertebrae, neck vertebrae, feet, shoulders, inside your arms, your fingers, backs, torso, knees, and it was just a great morning, and I hope you enjoyed it. Today I want to talk about being adventurous, and I'm going to start off by one of my surf stories that I have over the years, and I hope you like my surf stories. Please let me know if you like them or don't like them, but I figure I'm going to throw a few surf stories in here every here and now. When I was younger, in my 20s, I had a VW bus, camper bus, Westfalia, 1971, green, and I went to cross country and surfed for 4 months and lived in my bus. And I surfed from Baja all the way to the tip of Washington State. And I kept making left-hand turns all the way up for 4 months and just surfed and lived in my bus. One of the best adventures of my life. 4 months, great. I wish I could do it right now. I would do it again in a heartbeat. I was all by myself and just surfing and living the dream. That's the whole point, right? It doesn't matter how old or young you are, live your dreams and go on an adventure and push yourself to the limits and do something that's a little bit out of your comfort zone. And you're going to come back home with some great, wonderful stories, and you're going to enjoy what you've done and your accomplishments, that you've pushed yourself to the limits on your comfort zone and your adventures. So I was in this place called Klamath River Mouth, which is just south of the California-Oregon border. Klamath River, what it does is it comes out to this river mouth, and there is this perfect right point break wave right there at the river mouth. It was known to be a hotbed for great white sharks. It was very well known for this, so very few people surfed it, even though it was a perfect wave. And why was it a hotbed for great white sharks? Well, because the salmon came out of the river, the Klamath River, the seals fed on the salmon, and the great white sharks fed on the seals. So it was like this ecosystem, this little mini ecosystem, which just happened to have the perfect wave right there in front of it. And so I knew about this place, and so I made my left-hand turn down into Dad's fish camp. Don't know if it's around anymore, but all it was a bunch of salmon fishermen fishing for salmon, and then me, the lonely surfer, camping out in my bus, surfing the waves, and it was just a great time. So as I'm heading to the beach the first day, there's this guy sitting on the beach, and I talk to him, say hello. There's only like a handful of surfers out. And I go, hey, how's it going? He's like, yeah, I'm doing good. He goes, I'm celebrating my 4th year anniversary. And I go, of what? And he goes, great white shark attack right out here. And I go, really? And he goes, yeah, man. Right out here 4 years ago, I was out there surfing, and one came up and bit me and took a big chunk out of my board and got me on the side here. And we talked about it for a little bit. And I just thought it was cool that he got off his horse and started riding it again. He'd been attacked by a great white shark. And then he headed on out and surfed 4 years later. And I got a picture I'm just putting up right now. This is actually him surfing the day of his anniversary, his 4th year anniversary of a great white shark attack. Great surfer, by the way. So, you know, I went out there and surfed with him, and got to know the handful of people, surfed there for like 3 or 4 days. Wonderful, wonderful trip. It was a little weird being out there knowing that a 25-foot great white could come up at any time and just, you know, chomp you. But it was also a good feeling at the same time. It's very rare that human beings are not on the top of the food chain. And that's kind of how I explain it to people. You know, we're on the top of the food chain, so we never worry about getting eaten, right? Very few times, maybe a grizzly bear and great white sharks. So when you're out there, you are not on the top of the food chain, and it makes you as a human being feel a little bit weird. But it was great. I'm surfing these waves and just top to bottom barrels. It was just wonderful. But the cool thing is we had all these seals in the whitewater in the lineup, like where these waves are right here. And just their heads were popping out like this, and they had these big old dog eyes, and they're just looking at you going. So you catch these waves, and you come up, and you're surrounded by like 30 seals, and they're all just looking at you, cute as can be. I'm telling you, it was just the greatest thing ever, and you'd paddle back out. It was almost like their own little audience. And I get out, and back out into the lineup, and one guy goes, okay, so here's the deal. If you see all those seals run to the shore, swim to the shore, he goes, you start paddling as fast as you can, because that means that there's a great white. So use them as an indicator. So that was the whole thing. We would have, you know, if the seals went in, then you'd paddle your butt in. Secretly, deep down, I wanted to see a great white and just be scared out of my wits. But unfortunately, I never saw one the 4 days I was there. But I did catch a lot of good waves, and I met some good people and made some friends there, and it was just a wonderful experience. So go on an adventure today, tell some great stories, do something that is out of your comfort zone, and it's going to make you feel alive. And when you feel alive, your stress level goes down after the adventure is over. And you go, this is what life is all about. Adventures, okay? It's not about sitting in your house watching TV all the time or flipping through your little iPhone. It's about going out and experiencing life. Doesn't matter how old you are. Go out and make an adventure today. And let's talk about my 4 pillars of Meyochi. My 4 pillars of Meyochi are flexibility, proper nutrition, stress reduction, and exercise of any kind. You do my 4 pillars, and your quality of life will improve dramatically. And going on adventures is part of my Meyochi philosophy. So get out there and go on an adventure. And I see you.